G'day everyone. This is the week. Me and Georgina are coming to Bendigo. I am already in Bendigo actually, and yeah, we thought we'd do a video because we've got a few different announcements about the day,
Yes.
and we've been just chatting offline then, and we're both like really excited. This is going to be it's going to be a much bigger event than the last one we did at Wood End. That was a bit of a teaser, so I'm going to give a whole new presentation, and we've got a whole lot of new different elements to this one. So yeah, we've both
Nice.
been chafing at the bit talking about it offline. So. Um, For those that haven't got a ticket, it is this or next Saturday, sorry, March 15th.
Mm.
Sunday, we're doing a walking tour around Bendigo. So we'll go through a little bit of what we're going to do on the day in a bit. But before we get in the details, Georgina, how are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited. It's come up so fast, but I don't know. I think the first one that we did was awesome and it was like brand new for everybody. And so we kind of just threw something together and it was pretty good, but we learned a lot from it. And
Yeah.
now, dare I say, we're actually
Yeah,
being
we're
some
like professionals now. We've got like a run sheet and we've got like sponsors, kind of.
kind of, yeah. So cool. But it's just so very exciting and it's a much bigger event. Well, right now we have at least double the amount of people actually booked in to come. And that's pretty cool. And there's still spaces left as well. So no doubt there'll be a last minute rush. You can definitely show up on the day and just bring cash if you want to. It's definitely better off if you can book beforehand to make sure that you've got a spot because we can never actually guarantee there'll be space available on the day. But yeah, I'm just super excited. I'm really excited to announce what we're about to announce. This is so much fun doing
Right, can
this.
I just say to everyone before it too? Because I booked the original room, and then you're like, "No, no, we need a bigger one." And we're like, "We're not going to sell that many." And like, so we've hit the limit now. We would have had to call it a sellout at this point. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will. Yeah, I will say that if you're going to go, I would suggest like definitely book in the next day or so because yeah, we did like 'cause we booked a place in Bendigo for the weekend
Mm.
too, and yeah, like some of the accommodation is a bit scarce. You might be,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. So I don't even know. We can't find anything on. So it
Yeah,
doesn't.
a friend of mine who's coming, she accidentally booked a caravan spot
Yeah,
for February 15th. And then she realized somehow and luckily they had one spot left, but they only had
really.
one spot left for her, So I don't know what's going on in Bendigo over that weekend. Must be
I don't know. I
um,
think it's probably just the mass immigration that's happening at the moment or something. I don't know. Something
just nothing,
Chinese or
yeah.
something. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah,
It's
that's
always the Chinese.
not our problem now. We put this out. Actually gave like a lot of time. But anyway, you might just want to come up for the day. You might need accommodation if you're in Melbourne or something. Just come up for the day. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool because we're doing like a full weekend and Saturday night. So if you buy a ticket, we've got like listing if you want to stay for the meal or not. I think we've got probably majority or close to majority that are going to be staying.
Yeah, about 70% of people are going to
So
be
it's going to be
staying.
a whole weekend, a whole
Oh,
like night thing, a bit of celebration, have some fun.
the pub, the hotel that we're having the event at, the Bendigo Club, we just found out is open till 1 a.m. So we
Yeah,
may
so yeah,
be carving up some of that D floor.
I might hit the town up that night and not make it to the Sunday or turn up great. I haven't drank this year, so that would be a real disappointment. Anyway, okay, let's talk through the actual day. So we've worked out the whole formalities, but um,
So exciting.
so
So
what
those,
you go?
sorry, yeah, a
Okay,
little bit of that. Oh, what are you were about to talk about? I was about to say what time to get there.
okay, do that first. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got we're really excited about this event and we're excited about the things that we're bringing into it, which is very new and very fun. But it means that we've got a lot that we need to fit into the day on Saturday. So we need you to arrive and be ready to go in your seats by 11 a.m. on the dot. So if you can, because we've got quite a lot of people coming.
10:55. Doors closed. 10:55.
10:55, doors will close, so you got to be in your seats ready to go. I'm going to start talking at 11 a.m. It's going to be recorded, so don't be the guy who comes in late.
Oh, and I will say there was a couple of people that mentioned that they wanted to come and didn't want to be recorded. So I just said, like, if you're probably only going to be visible within the front couple of seats, we've told.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah,
worry about
yeah.
that.
Don't worry about that, but
They
we'll
don't
I'll
need to know that you're part of a cult with Georgina and Dale. You know what? They're getting back to your workplace. I know how you feel. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Are we cult leaders, Dale?
I've been accused of such. Yeah.
That's the best. And then you're going to be like leading people through Bendigo, following.
Literally a cult, like a Pied Piper. Okay, sorry. Anyway, yeah.
No,
So
no,
get
no.
make sure you're
So
there
good.
on time. We
Yes.
what are we saying? Probably get there at 10:30 so you can have a bit of a chat.
10:30 at least, I'd say, because you all probably know a lot of each other online. And then when you meet each other in person, you're going to be chin wagging and chatting. And then you'll go, oh shit, it's this time. So get there with enough time for you to know where you need to be and know where you need to sit, but also allow time for just catching up with people before you go in. So at least 10:30, if you can arrive by that time, because we've got to check you in, we've got to do all this stuff, and we want the day to run as smooth as possibly so that everyone can get the most experience, the best experience out of it. So at least 10:30. Um, Earlier even is even better, but at least 10:30, get yourself checked in, ready to go, know where you want to sit, and then we just get into it. Um, yes,
Cool. And
so yeah,
it's my
that's what I
biggest
wanted to say
gripe.
about
My
that.
biggest gripe is people that are late. So you're not off to a good footing if you turn up late, unless you've got a valid excuse. Um, anyway, so
I love
yeah.
that.
Okay, yeah. Well, and like,
Sounding more
I
like
guess yeah,
yeah.
if you do want to pay for tickets on the door, I think you've already said that. Anyway, you can do
Yeah,
that, but we can't guarantee there's going to be a spot. So we recommend you don't. But you know what people are like with cards and tracing. So if that's your thing, fair enough.
totally. You can, if you don't want to pay, if you don't want to, if you want to pay cash, but you know you want to come, you can still buy your ticket online and then pay the cash when you get there. You just got to
Yeah.
make sure that that's clear that that's what you're doing. So at least reserve your spot online and then you can show up and pay the cash in person. But just like all we're saying is that if you're going to leave it all to the day, we actually can't guarantee that we're going to be able to let you in. And it's the hardest thing in the world saying no to someone who's at the door. So please don't put us in that position.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do we want to talk about the raffle? Because
Yes, we
we are
got it.
running a raffle on the day, and we've had some.
Well, first, I have to say, I'm talking over you, but I have to say that this raffle, the idea came to us through Donovan. It was his idea. He sent me a message and said, you guys should do a raffle. I think that'd be so cool. And I brought it up to you. I think you were already thinking about it, but when something gets brought up to me, something happens. So, so I just wanted to say shout out to Donovan because this is an awesome idea. And so thank you for that.
And the other thing is, like some of these raffle price, like we had some very generous donations. Some of these raffle prices are probably worth tenfold the price of your ticket. So, like, dude, get a ticket. You could. It's a good gamble, I reckon. It's about
Oh,
one in ten odds at the moment. So,
seriously.
um,
And it's like, I want to buy a freaking ticket.
yeah, yeah. So, do we want to go? Do we want to go through some of them very quickly?
Yeah, so we should start at the bottom and go to the top. What do you
Let's go to the
reckon?
bottom.
And like,
So we'll start with the very shittest prize, but who knows? It's like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It might be. It could be the best prize. Who knows? So
could
the
be the- so we
yeah,
have 11 prizes in total, which is significant because Dale's under an 11 energy this year. So, we've got to,
in that, do we?
no,
Anyway, so like we'll skim over this one real quick, but like I'm gonna whoever gets this prize, I will do a portrait of you, and I'm gonna do in. 'Cause I started getting back into my drawing a little bit, and I want to do like a charcoal sketch. So
I love
um,
that. I
you could
love that.
either you
Charcoal's
could be a
so
winner
cool.
or loser with that prize. So anyway, skip past that one.
That's awesome. No, let's not skip past that one. That's so good. I love that. How many people are going to have this is going to be worth something someday? And it's very personal. Dale Holmes.
I'll date and signature
Etched,
it.
Yes. Put a little message.
Yeah.
Thanks for following my cult. Thanks for your belief. I think that's a great prize.
All right. What's the next one? What do we
The
got?
next one is the next two are actually from me. So, um, I'm going to be giving away a free hour numerology reading. That's one of the prizes. That's exciting. And then the next one will be, it's a bigger prize. It'll be a free spot in my next course, which starts on the 12th of April. So that's super exciting. So that'll be a free
Bang, you
spot
get the
in
whole course for nothing.
the whole course. Yeah, fundamentals for nerding in
Big.
the end phase. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm super
they're the
excited.
bottom three. And they're, look, let's be fair, they're not too bad for the
But
bottom three.
that's the starting point. That's a pretty good like bottom prize.
And yeah, like, yeah, there might even be others. If I can ramble some more stuff up later in the week, but we'll see. So what's the next one? What do we got on there? You've
So
written it down.
then we've got prizes from the incredible Blue Yuki. Do you want to talk about who Blue Yuki is? I've just
I
been calling
will.
the
And do you know
Blue
what?
Yuki.
So Richard is his name. I went out and saw him yesterday. So um,
What a
he
legend.
has he has a property just out past Inglewood, and he's got this shit. I'm going to stuff it up anyway. The type of eucalyptus it is, but anyway, um, he makes these products all by himself. So they're basically a small farm, and he's been building up over the last. I think he's only been doing for about a few years. So he's got a number of different products. So he's donated these to us, and
Wow.
people might know because I've actually spoken about them a couple of times online because I use the mosquito spray when I go to Thailand mostly, but I've used it in Pottsville as well too. And so everything's like full organic. It's all done. The whole like process is all done by hand as well too. And he
Wow.
doesn't use any of the crap of the tree. He's literally just using the leaves. So it's like the most. It's top quality stuff.
Wow.
So he's given us a couple of different packs. Oh, here's the first one. Oh, well, first of all, we're going to have the first prize. I've mentioned this one before too. Now, on the day, Richard's also said to us that he's going to give a discount code. So don't buy them if you see this video. Wait until I'll actually put the link under here. But we'll wait till March 15th if you want the discount code.
Yeah.
Because he wants to give that to everyone at the event first as well too.
Mhm.
So this is the honey that he makes,
Mm.
honey, and then this one's awesome.
Is that honey from his farm as well?
Yeah, it is. So it uses it's his eucalyptus, and he actually has. 'Cause he was telling me the best. He said you can achieve a lot on your own, but he said when you start working together as
Oh,
and
that's
mingling with your neighbors and stuff, he said this is where all the beautiful stuff happens because he's actually got a soap product here that he's found a goat farmer as well.
uh,
So anyway, the lady brings the bees on to his property, and then they use that with the eucalyptus. So yeah, this is one of the packs that you'll get. So this one's actually got the honey. And then it's got the what's this one? Oh, the andonizer, and that's one that I've spoken about before with the insect repellent. And then that's just the blue eucalyptus oil. So these are really really cool. We're going to give out on the day like some different stuff to just about his products, so if people want to purchase them as well too. So that's going to be a full pack. That's a full prize.
that's
And
a
then
full
this one,
prize.
he's packed it up for me, and that's got the soap and also like a house cleaner as well too. It's all
Oh,
eucalyptus.
nice.
So he's told me because I get like shaving rash, and he's like, "Dude, goats, goat's milk eucalyptus oil on the skin." He said that is the best stuff ever, and he reckons more males buy the soap than the females because of the shaving. He said it's yeah.
No
But
way.
anyway, yeah, so that's all them. So there's going to be three separate prizes there. So thank you, Richard and Blue Yuki, for donating them.
Yes, that's so exciting. Thank you so much. So his farm is, I don't know, where's Inglewood? Is that near Bendigo?
It's west of Bendigo. It's probably about 30 minutes
Oh,
west
it's
of
all
Bendigo.
super local.
Yeah, yeah,
That's great. And then we have these bigger prizes.
yeah. Oh, am I going to them? Oh, okay. So, so I guess people would know
Ooh,
Mini Collective and Melissa.
Melissa Kupch, that homeopath.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like she's just doing. unbelievable things, and like
Mm.
and not just her, but the whole team there.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like people would know about Melissa. So she's donated like some. I didn't think she'd give us this much stuff. So like we're extremely grateful for Remedy and Melissa and everyone else there for donating these. And she's actually given us enough that we're going to have to do a future event. Hey, Georgina, because we're going to spend.
Just to be able to do another raffle for how much Mel's been generous to us.
So big shout out to Mal, Remedy.
Yes, thank you so much. We're very, very, very grateful and so excited that people can actually use your products, which is very
Yeah,
cool.
of course. And like knowing Melissa, what she's all about too is just everyone needs to know what homeopathy is.
Oh, 100%.
Everyone needs to take self-responsibility for their family's health and how incredible, like she lives and breathes it. And I know that would be the motive behind her sending these gifts, because this could be the catalyst for someone else, like really getting into homeopathy. And it's such an amazing modality. But yeah, so thanks to Melissa, and I will leave the link under here too. If anyone wants to buy any of her stuff, there's like I'll leave the link to their product store here too. So should we go through the link?
Yes, so we've got three three full three full kits up for grabs in this raffle. The first one is called the Mama and Mini pack, which comes with 16 remedies, and this is for mothers, pregnancy, babies, da da da, like this. So that's an incredible, incredible pack. And then the next one is a 20 remedy home first aid kit pack that it comes in the beautiful wood case.
Yeah,
And then the top prize here is the 30 remedy pack for
yeah.
the first home
So
kit
that's the one I've got.
carry case.
Yeah, that's the one that I've got from a couple of years ago. And these are incredible. She's done these because they're to the value of $500.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Yeah, again, thanks, Melissa. So yeah, this would be a cool prize. This is some of the ones you might want to win. But oh, and also you missed the best one. Melissa has donated glass water bottles and remedy caps, which I have.
Of course.
Which you really want. Instead of like this one, like Mike, I like to be like Mike. Remember that Michael Jordan song? Yeah. He's a 23.
Huge.
Um,
It's also 23.
mm. So yeah, so we're going to be announcing the raffle winners on the day.
Yep.
All you have to do is buy a ticket to the event and you're
Yep.
in raffle.
Yep.
Um,
We
yeah,
may or may not be able to give you the remedy prizes on the day, just given there is currently an impending cyclone and
yes,
postage.
they're being held up at the post office because the post office is shut in Queensland where they're from. So hopefully they get by the day, but if they don't, we'll just mail them to you anyway.
Mail them to you. Absolutely. Yeah. That's so exciting. I'm so excited about it. So yes, anyone that buys a ticket, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
good
should we
deal.
say if anyone's got like a last minute donation, you're coming to the event, wink, wink, if you want to add something else.
Totally, totally. If you've got something that you're doing, that you're offering, that you do, and you'd love to offer that as a raffle, either for this event or a future event, then definitely you can email either of us or reach out to us and we can definitely
Yeah.
look that up.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Now, the other part of it too is we're going to be giving a exclusive that was made just for our event
Oh,
of Christopher Kay, who Christopher is making been in the process of making this movie Anavasi for the last several years,
mm,
and yeah, he's been doing incredible things with this documentary. So he sent it to me and said, "Look, this is purely. I will not be showing any more exclusive footage until the thing premieres. So on the day, this will be special one time only to see. this clip that Chris has made from the documentary, and Chris is going to be there himself. So
This is
Chris,
so cool.
so
I
Chris
just
and I will
had,
be sharing a little bit too about the documentary.
yeah, yeah. I just had him on the podcast and he's just such a freaking legend. And he said to me that you were actually his first interview that he did for this,
He's
all this.
advanced a bit since then.
Yeah. He said, we've got to redo the interview.
He rang me one time and goes, "Oh, do you want to redo it?" I'm like, "Dude, that was like embarrassing. There's no way. Don't ever put that in there." Anyway, I'm happy to not be in it, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, like, yeah, happy, very happy to have Chris there.
Oh, it's so exciting. It just feels so special. All these people doing these special things for this event. Look at what you're
And I
bringing
think, yeah.
together.
So I think I said it to you before. Like this one's, I think it's a really good mix up of, I guess, like celebrating, I guess, like even like some of the products and stuff within the local community, and
Mm,
Issa, and then and stuff Chris is doing, and then you're going to do your presentation on numerology and give a breakdown of 2025
2025.
and what that means,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to do a two part. So I'm going to do the first part's going to be on Bendigo, and then the rest you'll have to wait and see. So it's good. I think it's a good mix up for the day. So hopefully people will be remain entertained and engaged throughout the whole day. It's not just literally me standing up and talking for 4 hours. Uh, that would get boring, I think. So, but I
I,
think the best part is just we're going to have time together too. It's not just going to be like come in, listen to the chat, go home. It's so we've really made it this whole weekend thing where you can, if you want to stay and drink a few beers till 12 o'clock that night, welcome, whatever you want to do. And
oh,
you definitely won't be doing with a young kid. And yeah, and then the Sunday, I think the Sunday will be the best bit because it'll just be like a bit of a debrief, and we just want to open it up to everyone to share whatever they want to share on the last day after we do our little
just
welcome to it.
connect and just like, yeah, just connect and just be in the presence of other people that are, you know, that have been going through all of the things and following the things and keeping up to date with the things. And, it's just awesome to be in person
Yeah.
with like-minded people in that way. And
And
yeah,
we're all at a very different stage than we were several years ago.
isn't that
And I
wild?
think, like for me personally, and I think like with a lot of people coming, like I know many that are coming that have gone through huge personal development in their own lives,
Mm.
massive changes, and I think that's probably, I would say, consensus through most of the people that are attending. So it's nice to be with people that understand that
That
you've
journey.
changed, and it's cool that we're it's cool that we're all changing. And that's going to be like
That's,
probably a big part of what I'm going to talk about in the second half, and
that's
what.
actually such a good point because you think about generally in life, you can like that you talk about the hero's journey and you come back and then the people that were there, there's always this like this friction of like, you've changed. I don't know if I like this new version of you. Da, da, da. But this situation and the people that at this event, it's like they've gone through that process, but then we've coming back to this situation, to this group, and then it's like we're empowering each other and excited for what's next. And it also kind of feels, and that's cool. Like that's like mostly unheard of. Like you know what I mean? For people is like that's the thing that they don't have anywhere in their life, you
Well,
know?
yeah, when people change to that, a lot of the time, the first things that change is like who you associate with a lot, and it doesn't have to be. It's not like a negative thing. It's not like a breakup. It's just a natural. It's just a natural energy that kind of
Like a
disperses
shedding,
away. Yeah,
shedding.
it's like, but
Mm,
that's what I talk about like that. There's that mourning thing because no one can quite put their hand on it, and like I know I have a lot of people like that where there was no fight, there was no breakup. I still have love and respect for that person. It's just we're doing different things. It's almost like, the schoolyard kind of, because when you're in school, you never have that for the rest of your life because you literally see the same people every day. And there's
yeah,
only period in your life where you see the same people every day that are all the same age as you,
yeah.
all going through the same thing at the same time. You've got common interests because you're the same age. And then life starts to happen, right? And then, but you're trying to hang on to this initial thing, but you can't because, and then you get chucked into a job and you're with like some 60-year-old dude and a 20-year-old girl and a third, and you're like, well, what do you want to do on the weekend? Well, you're not going to hang out with this because you're all doing, do you know what I mean? And people just naturally move away from each other and people get drawn to it. And it's not it's a part of life. So I think that's a big thing that we need to like learn to respect when you have like not breakups, but just falling away from people. It's
Yeah.
not a negative thing. And I guess like when you have a spiritual awakening, that's just
Mm.
amplified a million times because you're looking around some of the people you hang around, you're like, hang on, we don't align at all anymore. But it's nothing against them. It's like you just
No.
don't see the world the same way anymore. And sometimes it's very hard to keep that connection going. So
Oh, totally. Because you're also trying to deal with the fact that you actually can't keep that connection with that version of yourself anymore
that's
either. And
that's what it is. Yeah.
it's just a constant reminder of that's actually not who I am. And, so yeah, that's super cool. And yeah, and it feels as well like, this year being a 9 year and everything that's going down and everything, there's like a lot fucking going down very quickly. It feels like this kind of like a tipping point kind of moment in history, where it's like things that occur beyond this year is like, I don't know, it's like this is the kind of calm before a storm. And then where things go beyond here, it's like there's no going back after this point.
Well, it's like a collective breakup. So like what we said before about the natural pulling away, that I feel like that's happening collectively with what the humanity once was. Like we're
Mm.
not going to be that. People have so much nostalgia. Like you look back at the 60s or the 70s or whenever you grew up and you're like, oh, I wish it was like that. It's like, it's not, it's not. That's the whole thing. It's not, we're not going back to the way it was. It's like it's moving into something new. So it's kind of like not having resentment for where it's going, but like, I guess like having some degree of like control over where it's going, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, totally. And I think it's really important. Like when I used to do a lot of work around the birth scene and working with mothers and or like through the process of motherhood and all this kind of stuff, something that I used to focus a lot on in the preparation for the mother's birth is probably not what most people would focus on. Um, well, I would actually focus on your the version you are up until this point is about to actually not exist anymore,
Yeah.
and like this is like you've got to let's do a little ceremony, write yourself a letter, get other people in your life to write that version of you a letter as well. Like, like what do you want to say goodbye? Because what can happen is, someone will become a mum and not realize this, and then they'll try and like be that old version, and it's like, no, 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 like you're nothing about who you are now is about to be in the next chapter of your life. It's so not the
And
same.
it's kind of, you can feel the inauthenticity when you try to go back and be the past self, and you're like, I just can't do it. I just can't. Like,
Do it. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's hard, and it is like a real like I've got to reach so far back. Ugh. So it's just honoring that process is really powerful. It's
But I think you've hit on because you know what, like putting this presentation together. I don't even know if you knew this, but like this is like basically the whole thing that I'm going to get to. This is going to be the conclusion of the whole presentation. Is
mm,
like where do we go next, right? Because
mm,
we've gone through this period, but and then what? How do you adjust to the new self? That's the
ah,
big thing because that's when the hero gets home. It's like, all right, well, you've done it all.
now what?
What now? You know what I mean?
So good
The
and
unknown, but it's like having, yeah.
it's
Anyway,
like yeah, that's awesome because it's a 9 year, so next year's in a 1 year, so it's like very
so
on the
it's in the numerology too.
it is in the numerology, and this is why Corey calls you D money because you're always on the bloody money.
Well, that's cool that you're going to give a breakdown on 2025 because it's going to fit perfectly into what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm so excited to do
We
it.
didn't even plan that, did we? It's just,
Ah.
but that's how energy works. It's just naturally. I think this whole event's kind of come together quite well without being forced. You know what I
No,
mean?
and it started with you, which is how everything has to happen.
That's right. Yeah, I had to take the first step, which I'm not very good at usually. I need a nudge, and you didn't even have to give me that nudge. It was probably the your voice in the back of my head. But anyway, um,
It's crazy. It's
am I
crazy
gonna-
how far things have come since, when was it? When did we do the first reading? Because you had a couple readings, didn't you?
I reckon it was. I reckon it was January last year.
We're in Thailand.
I can't even picture time dates when you say I'm in Thailand because I don't even know. I think it was January last year, maybe February.
That's
Anyway, yeah, like
crazy.
shit's happening quick, but I know it's not me. That's for everyone. Like things are just so rapid, and yeah, if you think you haven't changed, and you just kind of go back a year, and you go back 2 years, and you go back 3 years, and I go back 4 or 5. I don't even know. I don't even know that person anymore.
Oh, it's so wild.
It's like talking about a character when I talk about my past self. I'm like, what the fuck was that person doing? You know what I mean? But
Crazy. And
it's
it's so
amazing.
like the level of how much we can attach ourselves to our current self when it's just like,
Yeah,
it is so fleeting. It is so, so fleeting. Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, well, we can go much more into this on the day. But
so
look, I
exciting.
am like, when people go, I'm excited for the event, can't it? Like, just like I generally am. Like, I actually am excited. It's going to
What
be.
are you going to wear?
I did think about that the other day. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like semi-formal. I don't know. I might wear shoes. I don't usually wear shoes, but I think you actually do have to wear shoes in the Bendigo Club.
You wore shoes last time,
I did, yeah.
mm,
You know, I'm being serious when I wear
but you
shoes.
wore shoes. You wore,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I'm shoes for me, like I'm barefoot most of the time. So I'm like, do I wear heels? Like if I'm wearing heels, I'm taking something seriously.
well, look, hopefully the weather
I mean,
holds
if I'm
up.
wearing a bra, seriously.
Yeah. I was going to say, hopefully the weather holds up. It's beautiful here at the moment. It's dry as shit, like it's crazy dry, but
Yeah,
beautiful weather.
it has been very beautiful.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
and the last, yeah. So the other thing is midday. So yeah, again, if you buy your ticket, um, you state online whether you're staying for dinner or not. So the meals and that
Yes.
will be
Yes.
served at the end of the day. Hopefully, we might have some music entertainment. Don't know yet, but hopefully, we might have that. And the other one too is if you're, um, they're not going to have time. We have an hour for lunch in the middle of the day, or maybe a little bit longer. So they're not going to have time to do meals for the amount of people that we've got. So
Yeah. I'm gonna try and
we'll let you know in an email if it's okay to bring your own food. But yeah, if you bought a ticket, we'll let you know via email. But anyway, there's shops very close to the event. So yeah,
the drive away though, isn't it? You're not going to be able to walk there and back in time.
it'd be about a 5 minute drive. Yeah, there is some stuff walking, but yeah, not much.
Not
So
much. Yeah, cool, cool. Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna hopefully be able to get onto them this week and just see what we can do about that. And like they might want us to get people to order on arrival and then they can have it ready for you in that time, like so we'll just hopefully
but
I can
you will be able to get drinks throughout the day. So it's like the Benio Club's got like a proper, it's like a full bar setup and stuff. So if you want to have a beer in the middle of the day, whatever, if you want to have a coffee, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well,
Exciting.
shit. So yeah, 1 week. So if you haven't got your tickets, you need to get ASAP. Again, some of those prizes are worth way more than the price of the ticket. So it could be a big win for yourself.
Yeah.
Jump into that lottery.
Oh my gosh. You might even get more prizes, but the ones we have are pretty freaking epic.
Yeah.
Uh,
So again, like big shout out to Blue Yuki and Remedy Collective.
And to
We're
Dan Holmes for offering up his artistic ability. Cool. I think that's the coolest prize.
anyway. Well, it'll be a bit of fun for me, and then maybe a bit of a laugh for the person when they get it.
Oh my gosh. It'll be
All right.
so
Well,
good.
is there anything else you want to say? We'll leave it at that.
Um,
I'm
I-
looking forward to seeing you two, mate. Of course, in Corey.
Us? Me? Yeah. Yeah, no, we're super. So we're coming on the Friday. We'll be there till Monday, and I'm just excited for having time, like not having to be in and out and rushed. I can actually just
Yeah.
have time to do stuff and, so I'm really excited about that because often I'm just rushing around like a tornado. But it will be good to catch up and actually just spend some time and chat, maybe go to the gym.
We're doing a gym set. We're doing a leg session, aren't
Yeah, we're going to do a leg session.
we? I'll take it. I'll take it to the gym here. They got a sauna too.
Do they?
You want to do sauna? Do a little bit. 10 minutes.
I can do steam rooms, but saunas like
Dry sauna's the best. Do you know what? I'm
really?
telling you, this is you get so much information out of people in saunas. People open up. I swear. They do. You just start saying where you're from, and then bang, all of a sudden,
Right in.
we'll open up. Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you there March 15, 16. We'll leave the link below if you haven't got a ticket for the tickets. I'll leave a link for Remedy if you want to purchase any of their stuff as well.
Yeah. I
And
can't wait to see everyone. I'm excited to see you, but I'm excited to see everyone
yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah, same. Yeah, well, and there'll be people that I've met and some that I haven't met as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, so you're gonna have a lot of time. So we'll have time to hang out on the day and the next day. So
absolutely.
basically, just a big group of us come together, have a good weekend, maybe learn some things, maybe get a prize,
Yes. So exciting.
and check out Roslyn Park with all the bat shit everywhere. I can show you where all the bats are.
Oh, the actual batshit.
You know what? Do you know when they came down? It was in 2011 when Brisbane flooded. So they were all from Queensland, and they
Really?
migrated. It was big floods in Queensland in 2011. So they migrated all the way down, and they ended up in Roslyn Park in Bendigo. And the council tried getting rid of them, but they can't because they're a native. Even though they're not native to our area, they're native, and like, yeah, they're
Wow,
a
that's
pain in the
hilarious.
ass.
And you're going to show us where
But you're frozen.
you yelled at Dan. Have I
Oh,
frozen?
where I yelled at
Am I back?
Dan. Yes, we'll be going past where I yelled at Dan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Am I
so we'll be
back?
going past the Bendigo Law Courts, the Shamrock Building, the Town Hall, the War Memorial, Alexander Fountain, the Capitol Theatre, Cale Brothers Building, the Sanders Club, a lot of famous buildings around Bendigo. So
So cool. I love it.
sweet. All right, we'll stop rambling. And
Yep.
all right, we'll see you there. Links below.
Woo! See you there.
Bye. Let's go. Is trying to understand a certain aspect of love. And it's just the feeling of freedom in the unknown. So everything is a polarity within the universe. Everything has a counter expression. Walking the narrow path, right? He's the hero in this music video. And as you see, when he's walking down, he gets presented with someone trying to fight him. He gets presented with like some sexy chick that walks past. And all these distractions that are coming from every side, and nothing's stopping him. To jump into a belief system of a finite that's written in a book. Can be represent any part of the polarity, but this is like the left brain talking to the right brain. The father is the left brain, Bastion is the right brain.
Seven's like the gateway, so they literally are living in another world while they're in this world. To specifically the numbers, the physical manifestation of the energy that we need to fulfill on in this lifetime.
There's something much bigger going on here, right, with this data harvest. It's much, much bigger. It's through the 24,000 year cycle. Again, what I was showing with the hologram, that they're broken up again into
further and further fractal. The whole monetary system is born off this belief of you're born of sin. If you're born of sin, you're in debt. The hero's journey is you make that first step with intention. They know they're never going to see each other again, right? And that's what it is. He's mourning the friend, and the friend again de-escalates, goes back down. The hero always stays up. This is crossing the return threshold, and this can be harder usually than crossing the threshold. So when Trump goes down the escalator, he's crossing the threshold, right? But then once you've gone through this process, the hero's done everything hard, but the hardest bit's going home.